Here in Philadelphia, Citizens Bank Park, Tuesday baseball on the show. It's the Pittsburgh Pirates taking on the Philadelphia Phillies. John Shambi alongside Chris Singleton. Okay, Singy, we're in for a treat today. The home run streak this dude is on, remarkable.
Seriously, Boog, he's been playing like Freddie Freeman in the 2024 World Series. Seeing the ball right out of their hand and making them pay.
First pitch coming your way next. And towing the slab in this one, Christopher Sanchez. And Singy, he likes pitching at home.
Well, truly for him, there is no place like home. He's been so dominant here. And as a teammate, you expect him when pitching at home this year to go out and dominate just as he has. The fans expect it, and I think everyone around here knows that he's a good pitcher. Even though we don't see the same splits on the road, we're going to start to see that translate as well.
Just about ready to roll. Shohei Ohtani up to the dish. And we're underway here in Philly. That misses the zone. Ball one. Sanchez, a former All-Star, 29 years old, and he was born in the Dominican Republic. Foul ball there. On the ground right side. And for now, the home run streak takes a pause. A lot of game left, though. Let's take a look at our lineup. In that cleanup spot, a key piece for this club, Willie Mays. Hit on the ground to short. Trey Turner gloves it. Throw to first in time.
Batting third, the catcher, Raleigh.
2 outs, base is empty. Cal Raleigh, the next to hit. That's in for a strike. Hard ground ball, base knock. And that keeps the inning going.
Good start for him to this ball game tonight. And I always talk about get a knock in your first at bat. It just makes your confidence at such a higher level for the potential of having a big night.
Ground ball up the middle. Stop. The underhand flip, and they get the out. So now the Phillies offense will see what they can do. No score. This is Pirates baseball on the show, Pittsburgh. And on the mound for the Pirates, Paul Skeens. He's near the top in strikeouts, and opponents still haven't figured him out.
Yeah, his swing and miss is nasty, baffling would-be hitters on a weekly basis.
It's not just his power, it's his command of the strike zone that jumps out to me, Singy.
Yeah, he's must-see TV. Sign me up for that subscription. Every game is a pitching clinic.
Trey Turner at the plate. And a foul ball. Skeens was superb the last time on the hill, tossing a shutout. And the 0-1.
That complete game shutout in his last start is so rare nowadays, Boog. In 1983, that happened 180 times across MLB. In 2023, there were only 21. Not a lot of pitchers who can do what he did.
The 2-1. Swing and a miss as he was out front that time. Hit hard on the ground to short. Throw to first is in time. And time now for the Phillies lineup. With an excellent arm on the mound, Singy, this won't be easy. They'll need to take advantage of the opportunities that they do have.
You're right about that, Boog. Odds are they won't have many chances against this guy, but if they can rattle him out of the gates, they'll have a shot. If not, look out. It might be a long day for this offense.
Pitch misses there, and that's ball one.
Man, that pitch was dotted. So much talent on display when this guy's out there on the hill.
That one misses, and that's ball three. Line to left, and that's a fair ball. Now he'll turn for second. And he's in there. It's a first inning double.
Well, when you fall behind in the count, you've got to come into the zone, and then guys have a better chance of hitting the ball hard like he did right there.
Harper.
One out, runner at second. Bryce Harper will hit next.
He's been doing a good job knocking in his teammates. More than an RBI per game over his last 10.
Man at second. Gets him to chase after that one. Chases the fastball up the ladder, struck him out.
Been a pretty rough start to this series for him at the plate. 3 strikeouts in the first game yesterday, another one right there. They've clearly got a great plan for how to deal with this guy right now.
This one drilled right center field. That one heading for the fence and gone. The 2-run shot is 12th of the season. The Phillies score first. It's 2-0.
You can't ask for a better start than hitting a home run in your first at bat to give your team the lead. Just an excellent swing all the way around, and it had that sound coming off the bat that gets everyone's attention. Got a pitch to drive, short to the baseball, squared it up, and the backspin carried it out of here.
So 2 down. Alec Bohm getting ready to hit.
Seems like he's making contact with everything lately. Working on a nice 11-game hitting streak. When you get ahead in the count, there's no doubt that the success rate goes up, and that's what he's been doing. It's made a big impact for him in recent games.
That misses the zone. Ball 3. Bases empty, 2 away, but 2 runs are in here in the second game of the series. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive. That extends his hitting streak to an even dozen, Singy. Do opposing pitchers start to take notice when a guy's on a roll like this?
Yeah, I think so, Boog. It's not like it changes the scouting report on a guy or anything like that too much, but you're aware of who's swinging the hottest bat, and that's definitely him right now.
Not close with that one. Ball one. Boom. Off of first with 2 away. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you get hurt.
That is the inning. But the Phils get 2 on this blast. And it's 2-zip. The Turnpike Series continues now. All set for the start of the inning. Now it's Yordan Alvarez. Close one, doesn't get the call. And it's 1-0. Woody Keller making the calls behind home for us today.
And Boog, something to keep an eye on is how pitchers utilize the top part of the strike zone. We see a lot more of that in today's game with pitchers going up there with hard stuff. Keller, definitely an umpire that isn't afraid to call strikes up in that part of the strike zone.
Knee high, that's in for a strike. Breaking ball in there, got him looking, and there's one down.
Well, I think that was just a case of a hitter quitting on a pitch. He was looking fastball and didn't see it out of the hand and just left the bat on his shoulder. That was a changeup right over the plate. Probably not the location he was looking for, but the change of speeds is what fooled him, and he got the out.
Comes up empty. That's strike 2. Hard hit left side. Throws to first in time.
Batting 7, the second baseman, Ketel.
2 down, bases empty. An outstanding hitter in Ketel Marte. Line drive. Makes the grab on the run. And that'll do it. Nothing doing here this half. We go to the bottom of inning number 2. It's the Phillies 2 and the Pirates nothing. Back here in Philadelphia, we head to the bottom of the second. Ichiro Suzuki stands in for the Phillies. And that one almost hit him. Inside, backs him off again. And a base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Batting 8, the catcher, JT Realmuto.
Now a quick throw to first, and he's back in easily.
Base runner with a one-way lead right there. All he's trying to do is get a look at the pitcher's move. Had no intent of stealing on that pitch.
Challenge from behind the dish here. Pretty close, but it was a ball. One challenge remaining for them now. Just missed. Two balls and a strike. Here it comes.
Right through there for a strike.
Strike three. Skeen says sit down.
Well executed pitch on the outside part of the plate.
Gabriel Rincones Jr. stands in for the Phillies.
It's been a tough stretch for him at the plate. Only 2 hits over the last 5 games.
Man at first, one away. In for a strike. Went with the sweeper. And a big swing and a miss. This one in the air. Murakami. He's there. He's got it. And there's 2 away.
The batter, number 7, shortstop.
That one off the mark. Ball 1. Suzuki, the runner at first with 2 gone. Top of the zone for a called strike. Got him swinging. That K is his 3rd of the game. After 2, it's a 2-0 ball game. On to the 3rd inning. Here's Manny Machado now.
Number 13, Manny Machado.
Sanchez back to work. Had a foul ball. Fouled off down the right side. Fights it off. You'll see another. Here's a 2-2. Out towards right center field. And there's one down.
Batting up, the first baseman, number 5.
Strike 2.
Clearly he was sitting on a fastball right there and just ended up out in front of the slider. Hey, you can't fault him for his commitment. Now he's just going to have to battle with 2 strikes.
Swings and misses, struck him out. And that's strikeout number 100 on the year. So the Pirates batting order turns over. Here's Ohtani.
No homers yet for the guy who's been launching them daily. Every at-bat is an appointment viewing at this point.
2 down, nobody on. Sharp grounder, that's through for a base hit. And that'll bring the tying run to the plate.
Up next for Pittsburgh, the shortstop, Francisco Lindor.
Here we go, Christopher.
Here's your 1. That one ran inside, almost got him. And a 1-1. Lindor swings through that one.
Good pitch right there. Tied him up on the hands. If I'm out there on the bump, I'm going right back in there.
Fights that one away, still 1-2. Just missed.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
That misses the zone. 3-2 now.
Great RBI spot here. Just got to stay focused on the pitch. The runner will be in motion, so something in the gap should definitely score it.
Swings through it for the K. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one. So 1 left for Pittsburgh. They trail it here 2-0. Back at Citizens Bank Park, bottom of the inning, Kyle Schwarber stands in for the Phillies. That's a strike, and it's 0-1. Right through there for a strike.
All right, now, he may have not liked either of those first 2 pitches or agreed with the umpire's calls, but at this point, he's going to have to bear down and be ready to hit anything close to the zone. Way to lay off that fastball up right there. You're looking for something you see well that you can handle, but you also have to keep the discipline so that you're not popping up pitches that are just a little too high.
Fouls it off, still 1-2. Struck him out looking, and that's 4 strikeouts.
Up next for the Phillies, the first baseman, number 3, Bryce Harper.
That one way inside.
Straighten him up a little bit.
And another ball. On a line, and that's got extra bases written all over it. He's in at second with a 1-out double.
All over that one right there. Really good swing right there. He got a pitch that he knew he could handle, allowed himself to stay back just a tad bit longer, and he hit the ball on the screws.
1 out, runner at second. Brandon Marsh stands in for the Phillies. He's already homered in this game. And that drops in for a strike. That one ripped, but foul. And it's second. Schemes one of the best strikeout pitchers in the game, and that certainly is a benefit to him when he's in a spot like this. Got him swinging for the K. He picks up his 5th strikeout on the hill.
Well, when you commit to throwing an inside fastball to your glove side across the strike zone, especially with 2 strikes, if you're going to miss, you want to miss off the plate in. You do not want to leave it out over the heart of the plate. So that was excellent execution on that pitch. Really tied him up, and he couldn't get a piece at all.
Fair ball. Here comes Harper around third. He'll score. It's an RBI single, and they take a 3-run lead.
Comes through with the RBI. Got the top of the ball a little bit, but not much. That was hit pretty hard through the infield, so I think he'll be happy with that swing. Definitely generated some good bat speed.
Runner at first with 2 away. This is Bryson Stott. He's 0 for 1. Just missed.
Yeah, if you're going to be in the game in high leverage situations, you've got to be able to get the swing and miss and put hitters away.
Here's a 1-2. That one is absolutely belted. Suzuki going back. Has room, and he makes the catch. But they pick up 1 run on the RBI single. It's now 3-0. This is Pirates baseball on the show. On to extra innings. Cal Raleigh up now, the league leader in home runs. Every swing looks like a rocket launch.
Yeah, pitchers know what's coming. If they miss their spot, they're going to be asking the umpire for a new baseball.
Oh, great stop. Over to first. Nicely done for the out.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
Mays, more than 3,000 hits in his career. And he's one of the few 2-time MVPs in the league. More ribbies than some teams in this league. Unbelievable production.
Yeah, he doesn't snack. He feasts, especially with ducks on the pond.
That's a little bit low. Catcher challenge. We'll take another look. Didn't miss by too much, but it'll stay a ball. So they'll lose their first challenge. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. Air Jordan steps in to take his hat. 1 home run shy of 200 for his career. That one not close, and that's ball 1.
You know, we usually talk about bigger numbers when it comes to homers, but only about 400 major leaguers have ever hit 200 round trippers in their careers. He's putting himself in great company.
2 down, nobody on. And now 2-2. Now one missed. Seiya Suzuki next to bat for the Bucks. Cut on and missed, and it's a strikeout, and that is the inning. Down in order go the Pirates. They trail in this one 3-0. Welcome back as we take a peek at the starting pitching so far this year.
Suzuki.
Ripped to right. That's a base hit. And a man aboard.
These guys today are so great with handling velocity. They're seeing high speeds day after day, and a nice job of turning that one around. Well, these Phillies showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. It's not just the 3 runs they've already scored. On top of that, they forced this starter to throw more pitches than he wanted to at this point of the game.
Not far out of the zone, but it was a ball. No challenges left for them now. Quick move to first, and he's back safely.
And that pitch count is impactful because if they can keep making him work hard out there, it may force the bullpen to get involved a little sooner rather than later.
Next offering misses. 3 balls, no strikes.
Well, I would expect in this 3-0 count, you're taking all the way. See if he'll walk you.
Check swing called strike. And that's strike 1. Breaking ball through there for a strike. He goes down looking.
Up next for the Phillies, the right fielder.
And here's a look at how he's using his pitches in this one. Now it's the right fielder, Gabriel Rincones Jr. He popped out his first time. Pitch misses inside, and that's ball 1. This one popped up. Machado should have this one. Takes it in for the out.
The batter, number 7, shortstop,
Well, if he's going to steal second, you want him to go early in the count. That way he's not a distraction to the hitter at the plate. Go ahead and get it out of the way so the hitter can focus on the pitch.
The 1-0. Rips that one to right. And that'll do it. 1 left for Philadelphia, but they lead it 3-0. The Turnpike Series continues now. New inning getting started. Seiya Suzuki now at the plate.
Boog, over 80% of his first pitches are strikes. If you're doing that, you could have a really good day out there on the mound.
This one in the air center field. And there's one away.
the batter, number 6, second baseman,
Fouled off left side. The Pirates trailing by 3. Right through there for a strike. And that skips into dirt. On the ground. Oh, great stop. Fires to first, and that's a great play for the out.
Well, you can see right there, he looks very comfortable going to the backhand. Nice diving stop, gets up to complete the play. That'll fire the team up for sure.
Two outs, base is empty. Manny Machado up to the plate. And first offering is fouled off. On a line, base hit. And that keeps the inning alive.
Up next for Pittsburgh, the first baseman, number 5, Munetaka Murakami.
Inside. 1 ball, 1 strike. There's a swing and a miss. Goes down swinging for the strikeout. So he picks up his 6th strikeout of the ball game. Still nothing on the scoreboard for him after 5. You're watching. Back here, Citizens Bank Park. We head to the bottom of the 5th. Kyle Schwarber stands in for the Phillies. Well struck, deep right field, way back, and out of here. Kyle Schwarber with a rocket. His 26th of the year, and they add a run. It's 4-0.
They wasted no time in that at bat, swinging at the first pitch, and he punished it. Tremendous eye-hand coordination to be able to get that splitter and still get the barrel to it, get it up in the air for a home run. Tell you what, these guys work so hard at their craft, and right there, it was on display.
Here comes the manager out of the dugout, and he'll make. They hand the ball over to a new arm, Garrett Clevenger.
Well, he's been a really tough guy to take deep this season. You usually have to string some hits together in order to get to him.
Swing and a foul out of play.
You know, these Phils putting together some really good at-bats in this game. There's been a lot to like with how they're approaching their chances at the plate. It looked to me like they really wanted to get to the starter early, get him out of the game before he settles in. So I'd say mission accomplished. And if you're a manager or a hitting coach, you love to see your guys really fighting for every at-bat, every pitch. It tells you a lot about how they showed up to the ballpark today.
Marsh up for the 3rd time here, watches that one miss. And that drops in for a strike. Late with the swing there. Liner caught it second.
It's never fun going back to the dugout after hitting a line drive that finds a glove, but you will get some high fives. You know, when you make great contact, you feel like you've done everything right. But in this game of baseball, not everything is in your control.
And that one ripped into right. Diving, makes the grab. What a play.
One of the most fun and exciting things you can do as an outfielder. You lay out, you make a diving catch, and you end the inning. That gets the team fired up in the dugout.
Welcome back as we look at the highlights from today's game so far. Back to the top of the lineup. Here's Shohei Ohtani.
You know, these Pirates need to bring up the quality of their at-bats and specifically their swings. They're trying to find ways to drive the ball with some authority, but it's just not happening for them so far. 0 extra base hits in the game, so it's been tough for him to get anything going.
The 0-2.
Sometimes you have to keep chipping away until you break through, but it's a lot easier to put runs on the board when you have runners in scoring position because they put themselves there.
Cuts on it and misses. That's a strikeout. Picks up strikeout number 7.
Now, left-handed batter facing a left-handed pitcher that's got some sink like that at the end. It's just the bottom falls out of it when it looks like it's going to be a pretty good pitch in that location that everyone says lefties love.
They've got a potent lineup, and when you think about teams capable of rallying from this kind of deficit, they're right at the top of the list.
Oh, I think the key, I mean, if he can get through one more inning, anything after that, a hitter or two is bonus, but they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
Swing and a miss for the strikeout. Strikeout number 8.
Well, anytime you can punch out the top 2 guys in a lineup to start an inning, got to be feeling pretty good out there on the mound, because when you think of just having a distraction, table setters on the base paths, and all of a sudden you're dealing with the number 3 hitter, any distraction can cause you to serve up a cookie, and instead of it being a solo shot, it's a 2 or 3 run homer.
Raleigh in the box again, takes a strike. Outside with a breaking ball. And there's a foul ball. 2 down, nobody on. And we're in the top half of the 6th. Stays alive. The 1-2. This one in the air, center field. Suzuki on the move. And that is that. Make it 6 shutout innings for him out there now. This is Pirates baseball on the show. Welcome back as we take a check of the current standings.
Second baseman, Bryson.
That clips a corner. That breaking ball drops in for a strike.
2 pretty nasty sliders to get this hitter in an 0-2 count. If you're up there at the plate, you got to look up in the zone and spit on anything that's down.
That's a ball. Tried to attack with the sweeper. Line drive and base hit. And a good start to the inning.
Up next for the Phillies, the center fielder, Ichiro Suzuki.
His stolen base numbers this season are good enough to put him top 5 in baseball, Siggy. Stop. Aboard here at first with nobody out. Foul ball still 0-2.
That was absolute gas. Triple digits on the gun. It's just a different experience as a hitter watching that go by.
Swing and a miss, struck him out.
Up next for the Phillies, the catcher, JT.
One out man at first. JT Real Muto. Here comes the skipper out of the dugout, and Yanger Cano takes over on the mound.
This guy's a strike thrower. He's done an excellent job of avoiding walks so far this season.
Here comes the pitch. Runner breaks for second. Strike in there. And that's a stolen base. Not even close.
Couldn't have picked a better pitch to go on. It looked like he was going no matter what. But you steal bases so many times off the pitcher. You get that jump there. And if the catcher's great, he can make up the time. But if you've got good speed, he's not going to make it up.
Man at second. Runner goes again. Pitch in for a strike. Throw to third. Save. That wasn't close.
Well, sometimes stealing third base can be tough, especially if that shortstop or second baseman are making some noises, moving towards the bag, try to make you think that you've got to stay close. Well, they didn't do a very good job of that. Get a comfortable lead, got a great jump, and that's how you steal third base.
Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
Third time he struck out in this one, and definitely an individual performance you want to flush. He just hasn't looked very comfortable up there. Just one of those days. But when you're still winning the ball game, at least you can focus on doing your part to maintain that lead and getting that W. That's a really good take right there. Slider down and in. Very difficult to get on the same plane and do anything with.
That's out to center field. Mays settles under this one. And that is that. So a job well done from the Buccos bullpen. We're through 6 full. It's the Phillies. Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound, Orion Kerkering. He's pitching on 2 days rest. Willie Mays digging in now. He's one of the best players in the game. Slice to right, and there's one down.
Not fooled at all right there. He was clearly all over it, but sometimes you hit it too hard and right at someone. You're looking for one of those bloop hits to get a knock sometimes. His next home run will be the 200th in his career. It would be pretty cool to see it right here.
Activity in the bullpen. Brad Keller, the hard-throwing righty, is up and loosening. Banks, a left-hander, also throwing.
Struggled a little bit in this one. Couple of strikeouts earlier, but doing a much better job in this at-bat to get ahead and find a good hitter's count at 2-0.
That's outside. Ball 3. Fastball in the inside corner for a strike. Swing and a miss at 100 miles an hour. Got him. 2 away down. So next to the plate for Pittsburgh, Seiya Suzuki. There you see his May and June numbers so far. Swings over the top of that one. Kerkering, 24 years old, and he was a 5th-round pick in 2022. Right through there for a strike. Swings and misses, struck him out. Bucks go down quietly. They're down 4-0. Back here in Philadelphia, bottom of the 7th, Trey Turner stands in for the Phillies. Check swing called strike. And the count 1-1. Ripped into right field, base hit. And the leadoff man aboard.
Up next for the Phillies, the designated hitter.
First pitch doesn't find the zone.
If he doesn't get a knock right here, that pitch he just took is going to eat at him for a while. You might not see another pitch like that from a top-level guy like this.
Falling behind 2-1. Tap foul at the plate. Turner gets his lead at first with nobody out. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Ground ball right side. Lindor, that's one. Now to first, and it's a double play.
For me, that's one of the toughest double plays to turn on the infield. The first baseman has to get inside, create a throwing lane to hit that middle infielder to start the double play, and then from there, completing it back to first. Really good job all the way around.
Base is empty after the double play. Bryce Harper to the plate. 1 for 3.
That's a ball.
Pitch misses outside. 2-1. A little bit low.
First pitch strike from the pitcher, but then no panic at all by the hitter. Very patient, showing good discipline. Now he's in the driver's seat with the 3-1 count.
Right side, hard hit. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Phillies go down quietly in the inning, but they're in front 4-0. Tanner Banks taking over on the mound.
And as relievers go, he's not a big strikeout guy. He tries to force weak contact, so command and execution are huge for him.
That one's in there. Strike one.
Well, that's really the money spot, down and away. If you can locate that consistently, it's going to be real tough for hitters to square that up. That's what you love to see relievers do coming out of that bullpen.
That misses. Ball 2. Looked like a strike to me, and here comes the challenge. It just shaved the zone, so they get to hang on to their second challenge. And foul ball. Another 1-2. And he grounds one to the right side. And that's just foul. Got him swinging.
Well, we saw a solid effort out of their starter, and the bullpen is following suit. It's just a good day as a manager or as a pitching coach when you can hand the ball off to multiple arms and get stability from all of their performances.
Slider misses outside. The Buccos down by 4. Pop foul out of play off to the right. There's a line drive to left field. 2 down.
Man, that's one of those at-bats where you have to remind yourself it's about the process. He did everything right there. Nothing to show for it. But in your mind, you have to convince yourself that it was a very good at-bat.
Murakami now at the plate as he swings through strike one.
He normally does damage on that pitch in that location. Just a swing and a miss there. I don't think you want to throw it again, though.
Strike two. Battling here as he fouls it away. Two down, nobody on. And a good eye there.
Good spot there, but didn't get the strike at the knees and doesn't seem too convinced by the call out there on the mound as he tries to get a better sense of the umpire strike zone.
Fouled off the plate. They'll do it again. Next pitch is downstairs.
Wow, this guy's really battling up there as if his run is the game-winning run. I love his tenacity.
Outside, and that is ball four. It wasn't easy, but he earned that walk after a long at-bat.
Boog, his home run streak is so consistent. At this point, if he doesn't get one today, we should call it a slump. Hey, he set his own standard.
Up the middle, Turner. They get the force, inning over. Pirates leave one. They're on the short end of a 4-0 score. Back at Citizens Bank Park, their offense has produced a lot of hits so far, as we see from Great chart.
Yeah, it looks like they've been spreading it out pretty well in this one, Boog. Spraying the ball all over the yard. Good team effort at the dish.
Anthony Dominguez is checked into the game.
Well, he's a big-time strikeout guy out there. This season, averaging more than one per inning.
The 1-2. Hit hard, base hit.
Everything came together for him. That could be a dangerous pitch if you don't get it inside enough, because as a hitter, you see it coming across the plate the whole way. No problem handling it and putting a good swing on it that time.
This one popped up. Foul ground, first base side. One down.
The batter, number 5, second baseman.
One out man at first. And now for the Phillies, Bryson Stott. Just missed. And that's in there for a strike, and now it's even. Runner on the go. Swing and a high fly ball left field. Alvarez gets under it, brings it in, and there's two down.
Up next for the Phillies, the center fielder, Ichiro Suzuki.
Ripped to short. They take the force out. That's out number 3. Phillies strand one. They lead 4-0. We're back. It's the top of the 9th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Brad Keller.
And he's got a nice lead to work with, so he should come in throwing strikes, attacking these hitters.
Now up to hit, Francisco Lindor. 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a groundout.
Oh, the adrenaline's pumping right there. Pretty good fastball. Unfortunately, it got away from him. He's going to have to corral things a little bit.
swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. Drops in for a hit. Couldn't run it down. And a good start to the inning.
Up next to the plate, the catcher, Rollins.
Right through there for a strike. Movement in the bullpen. Jose Alvarado, the left-handed reliever, appears to be getting loose. Swings and misses. And a strikeout for the first out here in the ninth.
Just overmatched on that fastball right there, and it wasn't like he was set up for it by something off speed earlier in the at-bat. Just came right after him with 3 straight, and he had no answer for it.
And this is very likely the last chance he gets to keep his hitting streak alive. Keller, a guy that features an absolute power slider, throws that pitch a lot. He throws it hard and gets a ton of swings and misses. This one in the air, right field, and there's 2 down.
And I think being able to expand with that pitch as you start to offer at it that he can move it just a little bit further away. Before you know it, you're trying to hit a pitch that's off the plate.
Oh, he doesn't get the call. Ball 1. And an ABS challenge coming from behind the dish. It just shaved the zone. They'll keep their remaining challenge. Smash to the left side. And that'll do it.
A win on the last day of the month. You close it out with the W, but you want to carry that momentum into the next game.
A 4-0 shutout in this one. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew, I'm John Shambi saying so long.